Hello, my middle school squirrels. I sure do miss you guys. I wanted to check in and see how everything was going. I hope you are adjusting to your new temporary reality, okay? And that I wanted to give you an update on the clay work. I know that we kind of got cut mid-project and nothing much we can do about it. I will do my best to try to save everything that's been made, and we might have to fire what we have and we'll adapt. We'll figure out how to make something beautiful with the glazes, or I know that most of you have your pots already constructed. So we'll adapt because that's what creative artists do. So we'll figure it out. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. I will fire everything if it is able to be fired, and we'll glaze it if we can glaze it. If not, we'll figure out a way that we can get it glazed. We'll have a middle school glazing party or something. So no worries there. We will figure it out. I hope you guys are finding time within your day to do something creative, because it's a really good way to kind of center yourself and get some things going and create what you want to create. But I thought that I would kind of keep going on the sculpture mode that we're in, even though we obviously can't do clay at home and remotely. But I thought that we could maybe create like a small sculptural something. So I came up with an idea, going around my house trying to find something to make with that you guys might have in your house, because you know I've got 2 studios in my house, so I've got a lot of material. But I found this really awesome little box, and I thought, hey, they probably have little boxes in their house. So I thought maybe we could create like a small, like controlled environment. It could be a mountainscape. It could be a total fantasy, like a space scene. It could be completely fantastic creatures. It can be pretty much any sort of environment you wanted, but in miniature. So it's going to take some control. It's going to take some thought and some time. So I thought time is something we have a lot of right now. So I wanted to get rid of this flap because that's no good to me. So I'm just going to take, I'm using my kitchen knife, don't tell anybody, and cut the lid off. See, already it's nicer. I'm going to get rid of this little tab. Well, actually, maybe I'll leave this little tab. Maybe I'll use it. Nah, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to cut it off. So I'm going to cut off that little tab too. And then I'm kind of lucky. This is a white box inside, which is nice. But if you have a box like, I don't know, macaroni and cheese box, or a cereal box, if you want a little bigger scale, you might want to take a piece of paper and just create sort of a setting for your box. So I was thinking a very loose, like sky ground, because I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. So that way I can just trace my box out on here and then kind of fold it up and glue it all inside my box to create sort of a very simple environment. So once you get that done, maybe I'll cut it. I don't know. You guys are smart. You'll figure it out. Then I wanted to start kind of building some, like either trees, like if I'm thinking realistically, or I don't know, maybe mountains or people. I could take magazines and cut them out and sort of think in dimension, like slight dimension, because my box isn't very deep, but I can still create a sense of depth in a really small area. So obviously things that are further away would be smaller, and think about your value choices that you've learned. If things get lighter as they recede, then they would have more detail as they're up close to you. And I'm going to try to start building a scene. So I've just now started working on this, so I'm going to try to work on this some more and kind of give you some update post on it. Again, you don't have to do this project. I just wanted to give you something to focus on creatively. If you needed a jump start, you guys can always work on your perspective drawings, draw the room that you're setting in, maybe do a portrait, self-portrait, portrait of your family, draw your pet is always a fun exercise because they don't stay still very long. You know, just try to at least spend a little bit of each day creating something, whether it's taking wire and bending it, or weaving or knotting, or drawing. If you're fortunate enough